Hi, my name is Peter Vogl, and in today's nylon string lesson, we're going to investigate a couple roll techniques for the right hand. Okay, so this is one technique for a roll that I use. I've got a D major chord down with my left hand, by the way, and I've got my thumb on the 4th string, index finger is going to play the 3rd string, second finger is going to play, or middle finger is going to play the 2nd string, and ring finger is going to play the 1st string. And what's happening here is instead of playing them all at once, I'm doing a roll. That means one finger after the other. To do this well, I would say that I've got my fingers starting on the strings. This is a great way to practice it. They're all resting on the strings, and then I'm trying to go through them successively in rhythm. So it's not like this where each finger is sort of floating up above and playing one at a time, but go ahead and plant them right on the strings and go through. Now in actual playing, I may or may not actually have my fingers on the strings. They might be just a hair up above, but they're going to touch the strings a moment before they play. They are not going to wait for the exact moment to hit them like we would do if we were just doing finger picking. They're going to touch those strings a little bit early and do that roll. So it's thumb, index, middle, ring. The whole idea here is to kind of highlight the notes in that chord, and hopefully the melody is going to be the highest note that you hit, and put a special emphasis on that high note. So maybe I get a little bit heavier with the highest note. Now another technique I do to do a roll with the right hand is I turn the wrist this way so that this finger is the last to play the note. And in this case, I'm not really moving my fingers too much, I'm just moving the wrist. And how aggressively I move it will determine how loud of a roll I'm getting. I saw Christopher Parkening do this technique, or something close to that, and that's where I picked it up. Fingers are again resting a little bit on the strings ahead of time, and I'm just turning the wrist upward. So this is the first way to do it. And my second way with the turn of the wrist is like this. Keep in mind, you can do this with any chord. I'm doing this with a D chord right now, but I could do it with a G. I could do it with an E minor. Just play the notes that I'm intending to play and do a little roll, once again, instead of doing a block chord. Well, that's it for this lesson. If you want to find much more comprehensive classical guitar lessons, check out, if you're not already there, freeguitarvideos.com, and look for my classical guitar premium lessons.